Good evening. Thanks for joining us. This evening we've got a little different setup. We've got a couple of hearings before we get to the regular meeting. I'm sure you're all here for the budget hearing, so we're going to start there first. If you'll join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business for the budget here. Well, first of all, we'll open the public hearing. I think I have to do this. We'll open the public hearing. Now you just have to guess who I am.
We don't know who you are.
That's perfect.
You need a motion?
We need a motion to open the public hearing, please.
So moved. Second.
A motion, 2 seconds. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
We are now open. The first item is the hearing on the proposed 2014 budget.
Yes.
I'll turn this over to you, or Candy, or
Candy.
I have given you the very colorful Word document showing what we had requested from 2010 each year until now. You can see the changes, and it is by fund. And then on the second page of that document, I have given you the rate comparisons, and from each year from 2005 to current, and the levy comparisons from 2005 to current. And that's the short of the budget. Do you have any questions?
are there any questions from board members at this point? Any comments or questions from the public? One at a time, please. Candy, can you just go over our schedule? You know, what's going to happen from here after the...
Yes, once you say that you're okay with these, then on the next board meeting, October 1st, we will adopt those budgets. And there are several resolutions that go along with that adoption, such as a resolution to adopt the CPF plan, a resolution to adopt transportation, bus replacement by each fund. And then the day after you approve that, we publish in the newspaper the notice of adoption of the CPF plan. And after that is adopted, there's 10 days for the public to have any remonstrances. Once we get approved for that, then during that time, I upload everything to Gateway, it goes to the state, they see everything, and then the DLGF reviews and lets us know if they think we need to reduce anything we've asked for, based on, they know the income by that time more than we do when we're preparing this, so they let us know what we can and can't do, and then we get our budget approved. We receive a notice, 1782 notice it's called, from the state. Is that kind of it in a nutshell? I mean, I can go into great detail because here's my budget book, so, but everybody be a little bored.
Any questions? Candy? We do these one at a time. I mean, we can go on to, while we're still open, we're having a hearing on the capital projects plan. I don't know if you want to...
It's in more detail. I don't know if there was anything you wanted to bring up in public. It was published in the paper,
Right.
the newspaper. So this is our proposal. We have to have a 3-year plan out there. So this runs 14, 15, 16. And the budget's run on a calendar year, not a school year. So that's why we're doing this currently. And then I do not necessarily myself do the bus notice. I ask our transportation director for assistance with that, and because he knows the buses a lot better than I do. And so we have proposed plans from 2014 through the year 2025. That was advertised as well.
12-year plan, right?
Yes, a 12-year replacement plan. It used to be a 10-year, and they made us change to 12-year.
Does anybody have any questions on the capital projects or the bus replacement plans? Any comments or questions from the public? Yes, sir.
How much did we save by sending the buses to Ware's Trucking?
How much have we saved? We're running about the same cost currently. We're expecting returns in a little bit of a long haul because we had to get them up to par and then they'll maintain them more frequently. Since we've only been with them a year now, they'll be able to get more history and be able to do it more efficiently. Does that make sense?
Right, the first 9 months, it was more expensive to go out to Weir's because there were maintenance issues on the buses that had not been taken care of or frankly had been hidden. And so those were all taken care of. Things like the anti-lock brakes, instead of fixing them, they cut the wire on the warning light. Gas tanks, instead of fixing holes in it, they put silicone putty. And so that's not why we went to Weir's, but that was, I think, what we found out at that point was good. So yeah, it was more expensive the first 9 months, but then since then, they've been hitting the mark on what they said it would cost. There wasn't an attempt to save a lot of money. We knew it would be about the same, but we figured we were getting professional service.
Any other questions? Thank you. If not, I think I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close public hearing. Second.
Have motion and second. Any other questions? The hearing is closed.
Caroline.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. When historically does the DLG give you final approval?
Oh,
That's not a fair question.
No.
Typically, it would come in February.
Last year, it did.
last year was before.
Yeah.
Last year was before January, which that was great because then I could just shoot my budget right over.
Year before that, it was
Before that
closer to.
April.
Yeah.
Closer to April. We had
Late
to operate.
April. So that's why typical is a loaded question.
I'll choose my words more wisely.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since 2006 and it's been different every year.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions? I think we have a motion and second to close the hearing. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing is closed.